Thank you for keeping it Ebru Africa this morning. I'm Cherotich Kenei. This is the On Trend segment where we take a look at the stories making way across the social media platforms and in Twitter. Well, the stories coming in Twitter today are majorly all about football. Now, over last night, Manchester United played against the Olympiacos Greek team, the team from Greece. Now, they won a 3-0 against this particular match, just bringing a much-needed win for the team that has been losing on a losing streak for quite some time, having lost their last match to Liverpool 3-0 over the weekend. This was indeed a much-needed win and success for Manchester United football team. We have here DJ. Let me just show you a photo of him. He's saying, "What a fantastic night, great atmosphere. Thanks for your support. I'll never forget it and never give up, Manchester United Football Club." Just to give you a brief of exactly what is happening, not only to the players, but to the fans as well. We have David Moyes also putting in comments of gratitude for his fans and also for the team players for playing such a good game. Now, what still remains unknown is whether Robin van Persie will heal from his injuries that he got last night to come in and help Manchester United push on in their winning streak. And now this brings them to the last standing 8 of the UEFA Champions League. Quite a good situation for them indeed. If they get the opportunity to actually win this particular cup, they have proceeded on to the quarterfinals. Let me just take a look at the tweets making way here. We have Michael the Star saying, "Yes, Manchester United, thank you. Through the next round we go, Manchester United Football Club." That's the hashtag. Matter 8 saying, "Good morning. If your team is in the last 8 elims in the UEFA Champions League." We have here hashtag Manchester United. Just a few pictures making way across last night's game. Manchester United in the red and Olympiacos team in the blue. Now just take a look at those particular pictures there, and just basically this whole particular wall just gives you a preview of what is happening to football fans mindsets. People are happy indeed. This is indeed a wall. If you're a Manchester, this is another picture here. If you're a Manchester United football fan, then go ahead, like this page, like this hashtag, and make your voices known, because indeed you have a long way to go, but indeed you are in the right direction. But moving on to matter security, and in the European Union atmosphere, we have Russia making quite some strides when it comes to Crimea, but also bringing in a lot of diplomatic complications. We have here leading stories are in the Ukrainian Crimea battle versus Russia. We have here Barack Obama saying that no U.S. military excursion to come in Ukraine. Now, this is just to give you that feel that indeed President Obama will not send his military to engage Russia over a battle over Crimea. So indeed, it is something that is of a geopolitical kind of atmosphere where we're expecting to see a lot of world leaders coming together to just find a solution to this particular crisis that has claimed the lives of hundreds and displaced thousands of thousands. We have here also another leading story coming in this particular hashtag. Ukraine plans to withdraw troops from Russia's occupied Crimea. Just to give you a brief here, we have thousands of Ukrainian soldiers and sailors have been trapped on bases and other installations for more than 2 weeks, surrounded by heavy armed Russian forces and local militia. Just to give you what is happening in and around the Ukrainian-Crimean border now, the Crimea part is on the eastern roughly about the southeast, and we have it just a small pic here where Russia is just adjoining it next to it. I hope I could find a map that actually shows you that. So they are indeed Russian speaking people, but they belong to the Ukrainian side, but having voted over the weekend to join Russia, we're waiting to see if indeed this particular decision will be implemented. We have Russia accepting the declaration of independence for Crimea to particularly take the opportunity to join Russia, but the whole of Ukraine is not in agreement. And lastly, the last headline coming in this particular hashtag is the US and Russia exchange threats at a UN meeting. Now, they exchanged a lot of threats in what was the United Nations Security Council meeting that was being held just to discuss the situation in Crimea, just hoping to find a diplomatic solution to the crisis facing the peoples of Ukraine. So what happened was there was a lot of exchange between the US diplomats and the Russian diplomats, who at the end of it all, the Russian diplomats said that indeed US imposed sanctions, imposed what they called threats, were jeopardizing the situation in trying to find a solution to the matter. But we're waiting to see exactly what is going to come out of this particular meeting. This is the 8th meeting being held at this particular UN Council, just to find a resolution. So this indeed brings to us that effect of indeed people are trying their level best to find a solution. We have Ban Ki-moon traveling to Ukraine just to find a democratic solution, and one solution that will become of lasting peace for not only Ukraine, Crimea, and also Russia as well. So this whole particular wall just gives you an insight, and there are particularly a lot of good reads that you can find here that will explain to you further where this division began and how exactly this particular division will be tackled. But basically, people are sending in their tweets on this. We have Ali Kansachu saying that did the US and Russia exchange threats on or debate the merits of Russian literature? So we are hoping to see that indeed that this particular wall just brings to us a feel of exactly what is happening in Ukraine, and also maybe solutions in the near future. But with all hopes and prayers goes to this particular situation, hoping to find a resolution to a much needed peace talk agreement. Now, moving on lastly to something that you need to have in your Facebook. It is Africa This Morning page, where we give you insights and information that are authentic about what is happening in the globe, in Africa and Kenya as well. We give you authentic information that is really necessary when it comes to the world of not only business, the world of politics, and also the world of social media, entertainment, and all that entitles and encompasses who you are. I'm Cherotich Kenei. This is On Trend.